everyone, GPAKOS here. Because today we will be talking negatively about things regarding Heroes and Generals 2 and the Kickstarter. First of all, the shutdown date for Heroes and Generals is in the 25th of May 2023 at midnight. The special event has been announced as well, which is that from the 2nd of May till the game goes offline, everyone will have unlimited gold to spend in game. However, they said that everyone will have a limit to the maximum number of transactions they can do per day, so the servers won't crash. Okay, so yeah, this is a lot sooner than we expected. Maybe that's because everyone is already saying their final goodbyes and the servers are getting empty, and the developers don't see a reason to why pay for the servers to stay up longer. Well, a good reason will be for those who paid money to get some items back in January before the shutdown was announced, expecting to use them for at least 6 months, but anyways. Now, if you checked the Kickstarter the past days, you may have realized that they now have less money pledged than what they started with, and you might be wondering, why is that? Well, basically, during a Q&A live stream they did, they said that if the goal isn't reached, they will just go back to the drawing board, reduce the scope of the game, and find other ways to fund it. So Heroes and Generals 2 would come out someday with or without it anyways. So basically the Kickstarter wasn't even that necessary. The money from the backers will be nice to have, but they never actually needed it. At the same time, the livestream itself was a disaster. They said they needed an extra week to prepare their answers, so they cancelled it the first time. And when it finally happened, most, if not all, the answers they gave were the same ones we read on Discord the day they announced the shutdown of Heroes and Generals and the launch of the Kickstarter. And they were the same answers they gave to us, the content creators and moderators, in the first Q&A 2 months ago, and that I summarized in a 70-minute long video. So I don't get why they needed an extra week to prepare, if that's even true. To be fair, they did bring up some new questions like how the classes work or what about co-op and other small stuff, but they weren't really answering. They were bringing up thoughts and why things can or not be a certain way, like what's the negatives of doing it one way and what's the negatives of doing it the other way. But they couldn't decide on how it is going to be made. No conclusions, not solid idea. And then they dared to ask for more feedback. Weren't the last 3 to 4 years of feedback the community gave you loud enough? Or what about the month leading up to that livestream? And let's say you didn't hear us. Don't you think that having an idea on how you want things to be done will lead in a better feedback? Instead of getting random ideas thrown at you, people will criticize the conclusions you came up with and tell you why they are good or bad and help you with ideas to improve on those things or remove them from the list completely. This is how Counter-Strike 2 is doing it too. They announced the game while already having a solid idea on what had to be fixed and improved on from the feedback they got from Counter-Strike Go, and then build from there and ask people what they think of the solutions they found. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they should have a working beta ready, they are not Valve. I'm saying that they should have already come up with solutions and certain ideas from the lessons they learned in the past. So even without a working beta, we would know what to expect and that our feedback has been heard. Now, I understand why they will do a livestream. You can't really expect people to go and read a big wall of text on Discord to get more insight about the game they're about to pledge to, but I don't think this type of people will bother to watch an hour-long livestream either, man. And why even bother doing a livestream if you're just going to answer one question from the audience in the final 5 minutes? And yes, as you can already guess, that question was the morbidly obese elephant in the room. Why 2 million? Why 2 instead of 3? The answer we got was that they wanted to make something big with a larger team than Heroes and Generals 1, and they reduced the number from 3 million to 2 million because they cut scope. Basically, they cut some features that they think that can be postponed. Well, what features? What scope? All we got were thoughts. And sorry for repeating myself, how can you come up with a $2 million goal if you are still not sure how you want the game to be like? Why can't you be certain about most of the things even after taking a month of feedback from the passionate and the veterans and 3 to 4 years of feedback from Heroes and Generals 1? Wouldn't it be more logical if you asked for a reasonable smaller price so you can build whatever is essential and certain? Anyways, I don't believe these guys are evil in heart or anything. I just don't think they are passionate or qualified for the project. And I think that's what some of the people who pulled out thought as well. And yeah, sorry about the rant. I hope this video didn't come out as hating, but as criticism. And yeah, here is the point where I move on and talk to you about the channel. I did it, guys. I finally reached the final stage of grief, acceptance. Alright, first of all, I would like to thank you boys for the positive comments and support you gave during the first 2 channel update videos. I intentionally didn't heart any of them because I didn't want to affect which ones will become top voted. I really needed to see what people were thinking without me influencing the results. But if you got at least 1 like, it was from me, so you know I read your comment. Now, when it comes to uploads, I will just keep uploading whatever I feel fun making, like I always did, and try to put a smile on your face. If you're a 14-year-old, the rest of you are gonna cringe. I want to keep the new video format of quick editing on the first seconds, introduction explaining what you are about to cringe from, gameplay video with occasional memes, and finally singing in the outro with the after credits meme. And occasionally I just want to post some experience or 𝘀liche type of videos to hopefully get some views and new people interested in the channel. As for Heroes and Generals videos, I'm going to be honest with you, the past months I realized that playing Heroes and Generals is just not the same after its announcement of it closing down. My friends moved on and nobody really cares about the outcome of the war anymore, and neither do I, and you know, you can't take war personal anymore. And I have finished my grind on all 3 factions long ago, so there was nothing for me looking forward to unlock or grind for. The only thing I could find joy anymore while playing this game was interacting with my community during live streams, making fun memories and discovering new fun ways to play the game. You know, experiencing the game in ways that I could never experience alone when I first started and I was a kid and I had like 1 friend to play it. At the same time, they shut down the test and prototype servers a month ago without a warning, which was the place where I used the FreeCam and console to create my shorts, make my thumbnails and get cinematic shots for videos, and that has really restricted me creatively. So yeah, apart from the livestream highlight videos on the second channel, I'm not really planning to do any Heroes and Generals content, except of course for the final tribute video on it and the livestream marathon on the 25th of May. If any GOAT videos come out of nowhere, see it as your boyfriend bringing you flowers after ghosting you for a week. Oh, and I definitely don't want to focus on 1 game from now on because you know, everything I play tends to die. So unless you want me to kill Fortnite, the next video will be Enlisted, then maybe a horror game, and we will see from there. So yeah, go check out the new video format, see if it's something you like. If not, hope you had fun watching this channel, and I see you when I see you. Ciao, ciao.
This is the end of our beautiful friend.
Oh, about the money I was going to donate to the Kickstarter, well, we are at -6.9. I didn't even know this could go negative. What the fuck?